I may get canceled for asking this, but is Sabrina Carpenter a communist? Quick disclaimer. Dear Sabrina Carpenter, the United States government, social media community guideline violation algorithms, Fox News, and my dearest viewer. I am typically not one to spread rumors, but this has been heavily requested by members of my community, and as the guardian of the people, it is my mandatory duty to cover this. Although I have my degree, the subject of communism falls slightly out of my area of expertise. Therefore, don't take everything I say as 100% factual. The actual percentage is closer to 98.3% because I do have sources to back up my claims. Also, I'm a fan of Sabrina Carpenter, so if you are seeing this video, Sabrina, please fly me out so that I can do boots on the ground journalism about you. With that out of the way, let's have a conversation about Sabrina Carpenter and her communist tendencies. I asked experts in my community if Sabrina Carpenter was a communist, and the answer was overwhelmingly yes, with about 77% on TikTok and 81% on Instagram agreeing with that statement. For those of you who are unaware, my credible source Wikipedia defines communism as a communist society entails the absence of private property and social classes and ultimately money and the state. Using this definition, I see a lot of parallels between communism and Sabrina Carpenter's discography. Look at the titles of her 3 most recent albums, Emails I Can't Send, Short and Sweet, and Man's Best Friend. It is so glaringly obvious that this is a 3-part plan of her communist takeover. Let's think about these critically. Emails I Can't Send? What emails can you not send, Sabrina? She can't send emails about wanting to overthrow the government and implementing communism because that is illegal. Short and Sweet? This coming right after Emails I Can't Send sounds to me like she has a plan to implement communism and it will be super easy and fun for her, hence it being a short and sweet process. And also, notice how she blew up to superstardom during the short and sweet era? Espresso was a mega mainstream hit and has the lyric, "I'm working late because I'm a singer." This doesn't make sense because while I don't doubt that singers work very hard, she absolutely cannot be working late because she has to allow her vocals to rest. That's like singing 101. So what is she really working on during the wee hours of the night? Treason. This was basically her announcing her plan to implement communism. And Man's Best Friend? Dogs are widely considered to be man's best friend and are incredibly loved around the world. Sticking to the overarching story of Sabrina's plan to implement communism, Man's Best Friend sounds to me like her rationalizing and justifying her plan by saying that communism is something that everyone would love, just like a dog. And also, there are several online discussions about dogs being communist. Coincidence? I think not. House Tour is a super popular song from this album, and from the title to the lyrics, this all screams communism. Specifically, this entire verse raised alarm bells in my head. Do you want the house tour? I can take you to the 1st, 2nd, 3rd floor, and I promise none of this is a metaphor. I just want you to come inside. Baby, what's mine is now yours? And this song being about houses, when one of the main selling points of communism is that housing is personal property and a basic human right, why would she explicitly state that this isn't a metaphor? And like, what's mine is now yours? That's literally communism 101. And compare her last name Carpenter with the word communist. They are both 9 letters long, start with the letter C, and are 3 syllables. That's suspicious. So what do you think? Follow for more.